Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode. Guess what number?
18?
Nope.
17.
No, that's the other wrong
20.
way. Yes.
We're 20 right now?
We're 20 episodes in. Can you believe it?
Shit.
That's incredible. I, again, am flabbergasted every time we make another episode. So,
Dude, I can't believe we're 20.
Dude, right off the bat, can we just say thank you to everyone for...
Thank you for listening.
Just the fact that they watch gets us to another episode made. Before we go any further, we have Mason with us one more time.
Yo.
Hey,
we
bro.
just have to start off this episode with a happy birthday, sir.
Happy birthday, buddy.
That was the Thank you, guys.
Yes. He's hammered.
I can.
He just turned 21.
Yeah,
Mason, you okay over there?
I think so. Maybe.
I think so, maybe. All right, that's good. All right, so let's just start off with Brian.
Yeah.
How was the Father's Day?
Dude, it was awesome.
Yeah? What'd you do?
I went and took Zayden out to Clearwater Beach.
Mm-hmm.
Got a hotel room Saturday night. So Saturday, when we got out there, we...
Bossa Nova?
We hit the pool.
Yeah. With all the babes. Yeah.
He was my little chick magnet.
You guys can't see it, but I am finger banging so hard
oh,
right
you
now.
are. It's
Brian
good.
was hitting all them chicks at the beach.
So good. And then Sunday,
Bang, bang.
Sunday we woke up and hit the beach, and it was a great Father's Day.
Very cool.
That's awesome,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
It was rad.
Mason? You're not a father, but how was Father's Day for you?
Hi.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys probably can't see it, but
I am pink.
yeah, you are medium rare.
So
rare.
Saturday I was a dummy and I went outside. And I didn't reapply sunscreen after a few hours and being in a pool. So I got baked out in the sun.
Ooh.
And this entire week they've seen it. I've just been pink. And these past few days, like yesterday and today, I've been
molting.
shedding.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep.
So my Father's Day, here's the real kicker. So I got sunburnt Saturday, and Sunday was when everything was kind of like getting there, and everything was still tender. My dad wanted to go mini golfing at Popstroke over there.
Oh.
So here I am in sweatpants, long sleeves, outside on a Sunday.
He actually made you go out mini golfing?
Like my entire family. So I'm there like, hole in one, ow.
Oh, wow.
But otherwise, we did like a late lunch on walk-ons. That was pretty good.
Cool.
Very cool.
So
Nice.
it was good, but sucky for me.
Yep.
Yeah, well, but you powered through it for Dad.
Yes.
That's what's important.
Good for you, man.
Yeah. My Sunday, I went to work at the winery that I bartend, and I was very grumpy about that. I thought, God damn it, I'm gonna work on Father's Day, son of a bitch, blah, blah, blah. But I brought my kids with me. They don't work at a winery, but they do work at the farm.
Right.
It's attached to it's an odd place.
Yep.
And anyways, it was cool because throughout the day, I had a lot of like little teaching moments with my kids.
Yeah,
Like,
that's awesome.
like my stepson didn't want to go out and do the chickens, and like I went out and we talked about the chickens. And
Yep.
it was good. It turned out to be a good day all around.
Good.
And then we actually got out early. We had our favorite Father's Day dinner, which was chicken and yellow rice, because I'm lazy and that shit's quick. And we just loaded up with hot
Right.
sauce.
But
Call
it's
it
delicious.
a day. Yeah.
You can't go wrong with it.
No.
Nope. No, it's very hard to mess up too. Even if you
Absolutely.
overdo the chicken,
Yep.
like that almost makes it better in some instances.
Yep.
But I have seen people mess up the rice pretty easily.
Well, rice is
Yeah.
it's its own tricky beast.
Yep.
Yep.
And maybe one day Brian will regale us with a rice recipe that
got
is,
you.
is,
We just need to
is
be in like a
foul-proof.
hot plate and just have like Brian cooking on DadBod.
I can do that.
That'd be cool. I wanted to do that for Father's
I
Day
know,
in some
yeah.
way, but again, it's hard to any visual thing. It's hard.
We should just get a toaster and have him make the French toast.
We
thing.
should just make the jump to videos, you guys, and just get a fucking camera and a
Hey,
better computer.
I'm down with that too.
Yeah.
I have a GoPro now.
Oh, he's got the
Ah.
GoPro. We're gonna
I
get
thought
that
about
Italy
bringing
footage.
it, honestly, and just doing like DadBod POV.
Oh man, POV. That would have been cool. Yeah.
Depending on the site. Depending on the site. Yeah.
Brian, would it be?
I've seen those sites.
Well, it'd be funny from my perspective because
Yeah,
again,
but it would be.
oh shit.
We have to move on now.
All right, let's go.
All right, real quick, you guys. We want to take it serious for a second. We're on summer break for a majority of the country, which means actually double the workload for the three of us plus, right? And we're putting out these weekly episodes, and it's getting to the breaking point, I think. It's starting to get to that point of summer where we might need a break. So, not you're listening to this right now, so not this week, not next week, but after the episode that would be after 4th of July, we're going to just fuck off for a week. You're not going to hear from us.
Yep.
We might still post shorts, maybe. I don't know. But we're not going to put out a video.
We need a chill week.
Yeah, we're not even going to work. We're going to take the week off.
Yep.
So if we don't put out a video, you guys, it's okay.
We're good.
We are coming back.
Yep.
Please don't unsubscribe.
Yep.
Don't go anywhere, guys. We will be
please.
back.
Pretty
yeah.
please.
We
Yep.
need all. Speaking of subscriptions, shall we move on to the next thing?
Yeah.
I was actually gonna say real quickly is
Oh.
I am working on that thing.
Yep.
So
Bada-ba-boom.
maybe if I can get that done by that week, we can post that.
Oh, that's cool.
That'd be killer.
That'd be fucking, yeah. The state of the Darmy is now 43 strong, which is great to me. I love that.
Yeah, me too.
I remember being excited when the numbers were reversed.
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, I was there when you guys got like 16 subscribers after one episode. And
Yeah.
I was just like, what the fuck?
that was cool. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you were one of those subscribers. Let's not
Let's not talk
let's
about
not
it.
beat around the bush.
But-
Yeah.
But
Only
hey.
16 on your own. Don't worry about it.
Right. But again, and we said this already. We're gonna say it forever. But thank you guys, everyone.
Thank you all.
Yes.
Speaking of the shorts, and in case you haven't noticed, we've been putting up daily YouTube shorts. It's been a headache trying to nail down the best time to put those out. Sometimes we get a bazillion views. Sometimes we get like nothing.
The algorithm's very weird.
YouTube is.
Fun fact.
Oh, here we go.
All right. Well, for those who don't know, I'm not gonna say what, but I have another account for
No,
YouTube.
say it. Fuck it. Plug it.
Okay.
Come on.
Well, I have a gaming channel called Kiss This Gaming, and Brian and Andrew know that my views pop off sometimes. And
Humble brag.
well, yes, but well, one thing is this is a lot of people are active 2 p.m.
Oh, they're inactive.
No, they are active at 2 p.m. like
Yeah.
2 to 4 p.m.
2 to 4.
Mhm.
Okay.
which is kind of good for us
Right.
too. But around then, it's because people like they may not go on YouTube for their lunch break. They might go just either they might watch a movie. They might just go on Facebook and like look at their news stuff.
Uh-huh.
But then
Interesting.
yeah.
Okay. Well, that's not what the episode about. Do you want to know what the episode is about?
What?
It's about science.
Science.
Or science.
For science.
But before we do that, I have a question for both of you.
Yeah.
What did you guys want to be when you grew up? Brian, wait. You answer first because I know your answer. We'll say it at the same time, but you go. I mean, you're still growing up, but what do you want to be when you grow up? Well, we already know, right?
Well, okay.
A
well,
penis?
no. Yes, the biggest penis in
Yep.
the world. Okay. No, so when I was, it's changed.
Oh shit, that's the wrong one. My bad.
Did I just get cut off?
No,
Did I
I,
just
me-
get
I
pulled
meant to
off
do
air?
this. No, I meant to do this one. All the colors are fucked up from the Father's Day episode.
Come on, Andrew. It's June. Come on.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. So it's changed throughout the years, but when I was like, I want to say before 10, I didn't want to do anything but except be like a train driver, an
Oh, yeah.
engineer. But when I got into my teens, I wanted
Train
to become
driver. Come on, Mason. Even I know they're not called train drivers.
engineers.
Conductors?
Engineers.
What's a conductor?
Okay, hold on.
All right,
But-
sorry.
No, well, so when I was a teen, I wanted to become a civil engineer because like, that's when
I
I
think
started.
I remember you telling me that. Yeah.
That's when I started looking up to my dad more. Sorry, Dad. But and so I wanted to become more of a civil engineer. But now, as I went through high school, now I started focusing more on piano. And now I'm gonna. My goal, what I want to be, is a classical concert pianist.
Awesome.
So please, real quick, educate me.
Okay, so there's 3 positions when it comes to.
Eh.
Okay, there you go. 3 positions, Brian, for modern day like railroading is you have your engineer, your brakeman, and your conductor. The engineer is the one who drives the train. The brakeman is one who does all the switching operations, coupling the train, make sure the actual train is all together and stuff. The conductor is responsible for making the train on time. So the engineer actually drives the train, but the conductor is the one running the train. He's like, so he is the one on top of when the signals are good.
What's the definition of the word? Not like I know what conduct. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what conduct. It's just interesting that a conductor on a train and a conductor in an orchestra
a conductor is a person who keeps
time. Okay. But
right.
there's also like conducting electricity. There's that,
Well, yes, but then we're like
which segues very nicely into. Sorry, go ahead.
multiple definitions for the same word. You
Like
know,
a
it
seg-
sounds.
Brian, what did you want to be when you grew up? Scientist.
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 No, but hold on. I wanted to be a mad scientist.
Yes.
So, yeah,
Uh-huh.
I remember watching like cartoons and like Young Frankenstein and stuff like that. And I was like, that's what I want to do.
Yep.
I want to.
I want to just mix shit up.
I want
and-
to create monsters in
yeah,
a fucking lab.
Have them do my bidding.
Yep.
Yep.
But guess what? That's not what scientists do.
No.
I remember being at
They
a-
need
at-
funding first.
Yeah. I remember being at a family barbecue and there was like a long, like estranged cousin who was at this barbecue. And my mom's like, he's a scientist. You should go talk to him. I know that's what you want to do.
Oh, yeah.
So I went and talked to him. I was like, what do you do? And he's like, I don't know. I just sit in a lab and I test stuff. And I was like, that's not what I'm...
No.
You didn't make any monsters this week?
Honestly, when you talk, I'm thinking to myself, like...
Skeletons.
Yeah,
Mason, you okay over there?
No, well, I haven't played that since Halloween, man.
Okay.
I may have had a few drinks before coming here.
Moving on then. All right, so for science! We're doing science! All right, so here's what we're going to do, you guys. We're going to start with the history of science. That's a weird thing to say, but so I figured let's just start with the scientific method.
Yep.
And then we're going to talk about at least my favorite discovery through the decades. Now, I know you guys both have stuff to add for that, so great. Then we're also going to talk about fictional scientists. We're going to talk about the future of science, maybe. I mean, it's hard to talk about that stuff. Then I've got various, I'll say several, entertainment scientists. Then we're going to do segments. How's that sound?
Perfect.
Fuck, yeah, let's do this.
Come on, Tony. We're going to be late for class.
Fuck yeah.
What class we go into, Andrew?
Science class, of
Awesome.
course. Come on, Tony, we're going to be late for science class. All right, the history of the scientific method for science. The scientific method is an empirical method for acquiring knowledge that has characterized the development of science since the least the 17th century. Syphilis.
Yep.
It involves careful observation, applying rigorous skepticism about what is observed, given that cognitive assumptions can distort how one interprets the observation. Did I read that right? Did that make sense?
Yeah.
Just
I
be
don't know,
careful.
You just kind of like a brain aneurysm.
I sure
You're
did.
Like,
I didn't have anything to drink.
Cognitive.
It's funny that I glitched out on that word.
we started talking about 21, and now shit's got crazy.
Oh. All right, let's go to the steps of the scientific method. Step 1, Brian?
Yep.
Step 1 is ask a question.
Yep.
Ask me a question.
Who's your favorite pianist?
Okay. Okay, so we have this question. The scientific method starts when you ask a question about something that you observe.
Yeah.
How, what, when, who, which, why, or where.
Yep.
For a science fair project, some teachers require that the question be something you can measure, preferably with a number. So let's do that. We all know that Mason is my favorite pianist.
Okay.
I want to know how big of a pianist Mason
Yeah.
is, and we will use
Yeah,
the scientific method to
Yeah,
deduce.
let's talk size.
Yeah, let's do it. All right. Number 2, then, in order to objectively define
Yeah.
Mason's size as a penis,
Okay.
we have to do some background research.
Okay. I got a ruler.
We broke Mason.
Yep.
Rather,
I got a ruler that's in millimeters. We're good.
no. Oh no!
Fuck you, Brian.
Rather than starting from scratch and putting together a plan for answering your question, you want to be a savvy scientist using library and internet research to help you find the best ways to do things and ensure that you don't repeat mistakes from the past. So we need to use the internet to figure out how much to gauge. Onlyfans.com, I guess,
Yeah.
right?
And then they trust what they read on the internet after they observe. Yep.
Okay, well
you
then...
can find me onlyfans.com/ivorytickles.
Yeah, ivory tickles. Tickle these ivories. Then you need to construct a hypothesis. A hypothesis is an educated guess about how things work. It is an attempt to answer your question with an explanation that can be tested. A good hypothesis allows you to make a prediction. If I do this, then this will happen. State your hypothesis and the resulting prediction you will be testing. Predictions must be easy to measure. I like... Mason is my favorite this much.
Yep. There you go.
There you go.
You know they can't see that, right?
Oh, on a scale of 1 to 10, 11.
Yep.
How about that? That was pretty scientific, right?
So let's like not dive into it too
11's
far.
a good size, dude.
Thank you.
But
Yeah.
if we talk about the CDC and COVID and everything,
oh shit.
no, I'm just saying, let's just talk like real
Yeah,
quick.
no, we can have a conversation, sure.
Like they were basically just shot in the dark. Let's try this and see what
Yeah.
happens.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right?
That's a
That
lot
was-
of testing.
That
yeah.
was science, you
Just
know? Like,
throwing.
yep.
Well, when you talk about it like that, like science,
Right.
like let's talk about medieval science.
Right.
And like they used to like vivisect people that were alive at the time.
Yeah.
For science.
They were injecting blood into, like blood transfusions.
Science used to be real loosey-goosey back in
Yeah.
the day. Yeah?
Give him some cocaine.
Well, think about it. If,
What?
If you
I don't
like,
know.
For science?
Yeah.
let's go back to Salem, Massachusetts for a second.
Uh-oh.
If a lady had like a black spot on her arm, which for
Yep.
science, we need to kill her to see what happens.
Yeah. There's that great scene in Monty Python where he's like trying to scientifically deduce, like, if you throw a goose into a river,
Oh,
or whatever it is.
Yep.
Step number 4, test your hypothesis by doing an experiment. Your experiment tests whether your prediction is accurate and thus your hypothesis is supported or not. It is important for your experiment to be a fair test. You conduct a fair test by making sure that you change only one factor at a time while keeping all the conditions the same. You should also repeat your experiment several times to make sure that the first results weren't just an accident. I think you wanted to add something here. Yeah?
Yeah, besides just retesting your experiment, sometimes if the conclusion is false or maybe not towards your goal, you might have to go back and change your hypothesis.
Right.
To actually make sure that what are you searching for? Maybe like, oh, I'm searching for, let's say, this mineral, right? But the way I phrased it, the way I'm conducting my experiment was wrong. So let me go change something to make sure like I'm still trying to go for that goal, but in a new method.
A new light.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So we can't lose track here. We got you at an 11. Objectively, scientifically speaking, Mason is an 11 out of 10.
Nice.
Penis.
I feel complete in my life.
Great.
You should.
Number 5 is to
21 and
analyze
on
your
with it.
data and draw a conclusion. We did that. Once your experiments are complete, you collect your measurements and analyze them to see if they support your hypothesis or not. Seems pretty easy peasy there. Then we're going to communicate your results. Internet. Mason is an 11 out of 10.
Yep.
All right, I'm going on
penis.
Urban Dictionary, putting it on right now.
Yep.
That's how we publish it nowadays.
We concluded his pants are down. He's an 11.
He's an 11.
Hung like a Muppet.
Ladies and gentlemen, conclusion is science.
For science!
For science.
Oh shit! I don't know what a science. I don't have a science one. Wait, I got this one. Nope.
There you go.
That's what the chicks will say when they
Yep.
see that 11. They'll say,
I feel like instead of Dad Bod, we're now like ADHD, the podcast.
Pretty much.
"We've always been ADHD, the podcast. We've just had this like dad bod veneer.
Yeah.
that's
You guys
like
have all been
slowly
lied to.
degrading. Yeah. What's next? Shit. Oh, discoveries through the decades.
Okay.
Who's ready for that?
I'm ready.
All right,
Yeah.
I have here. Oh shit. What is
Wait,
this?
are-
2023?
Are you ready?
Yeah. No, I have a piece of paper here with a bunch of discoveries on it. It looks like it goes as far back as 2010. I got
on,
this.
Andrew.
No, look. 2010 is as far as it goes. Okay, I got it. So from now to 2010 backwards. Here it
Yeah.
goes. Number 10. Richard III. A car park in the UK. Listen. A car park in the UK hosted a scene worthy of Shakespeare. In 2012, a team of geneticists and historians announced they had excavated the remains of Richard III, former King of England. The skeleton showed signs of spinal curvature and DNA evidence from his descendants that supported the find.
Oh.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's not
that was
that's
rough.
dumb. Why did you put that on the list? A pretend producer that doesn't exist? Face transplants. The first full transplant took place in 2010. In a 24-hour operation, a Spanish farmer who accidentally shot himself had the remains of his face removed, leaving just his eyeballs and tongue. The rest was replaced by the entire face of a dead donor. Jesus.
Whoa.
Fuck.
Can I get like Brad Pitt?
I think that's straight up face off.
Yeah.
That went from 0 to 100 real
Yeah.
quick.
Wow.
We went to talking about just like, dead remains. Wait, I guess it didn't. We went from dead remains of a king now to a man blew his face half off.
Okay, look, the rest is science-based.
Okay,
I
I hope.
promised. All right. Okay. The next is Proxima Centauri b. When the decade began, we knew about 450 planets beyond our solar system. Now that number has bloomed to more than 4,000. Most significant of all was the discovery of Proxima Centauri b in 2016, the closest known exoplanet at a distance of 4.2 light years from Earth.
Cool.
4.2 light years. That means if we went as fast as the speed of light and we left now, we
Yep.
could get there by the time we were still before all of us were 45.
Yeah.
Wow.
How long? 4.2 million?
4.2 light years.
Yeah, it would just take 4.2 years.
Yeah,
to travel
exactly.
the speed of light,
That's what I
so-
mean. That would be fantastic.
Hmm.
We could be like, hello, Proxima Centauri b.
We're moving in.
We could be back by the time we hit 50.
There you go.
Yeah. All right, number 7, quantum supremacy. Efforts to develop quantum computers gradually ramped up this decade, culminating with Google's announcement of quantum supremacy in 2019. The firm developed the first quantum computer capable of performing a calculation that no classical supercomputer on Earth can match.
Cool.
Super cool.
That's
What do you
very
think
cool.
about that? Have you ever? Have
They
you?
are
either of you?
huge.
They're huge, like
Quantum
physically.
computers?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
and you got to
Yeah.
keep them really cold too.
Yes.
Yeah, super cold.
That's cool.
Yeah, but
I see what you did there.
Yep.
what's cooler than cool?
Ice cold.
Ice
baby.
cold. Yeah. The cool thing about quantum computers is they can run calculations, like multiple calculations simultaneously.
Millions
Yeah.
per second,
Yeah.
per millisecond.
Cool.
They're pretty rad.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do know one of the purposes, like I saw in 2018, was they used it to render like with I think you have it on there, the CERN Super Collider.
Yes.
They used it to simulate.
I don't have the Super Collider on here.
Okay.
But that's
Well,
you. Go
they
ahead.
used it to simulate the actual simulation, so they can see the test before it actually happened.
Okay.
So it's pretty good for rendering like atomic simulations, but it's also good for running multiple calculations to actually get specific values. It's crazy.
Denisovans. Mason, what does that say?
Okay, hold it still. Denisovans.
Do you know what that is?
Nope.
Okay. Do you
Tell
know what
me.
that is?
Nope.
Let's take a guess. Let's have some fun with it.
Is it a new shoe brand?
Nope.
Okay. Is it a skateboard brand?
Nope.
Is it to play off fans?
No.
Okay.
Denisovans?
Denisovans. Denisovans.
That sounds like a weird alien race from like.
We're
I don't
we're
know.
definitely saying this wrong. I'm sure somebody is
Yeah.
like madly typing on their
Yeah.
keyboard. You idiots!
Denny Salvan.
Dennis Savins, I'll just tell you, research announced the discovery of a human finger bone
Ooh.
that is genetically distinct from both modern humans and Neanderthals in 2010, complicating our ancestral history. They named this new species Dennis, that guy, after some other cave in Siberia where the bone was found. Later discoveries in the cave included more remains of these mysterious people, including the 2018 announcement of a hybrid Neanderthal mother and father of that Dennis person. Genetic analysis have also revealed that there are people today carrying some of this weird DNA. Whoa.
I read up something about that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Wait, so it's an older species, but there's still like remnants of that modification today.
Yep.
Uh-huh. That's what I guess is what it is. Yeah.
Huh.
Interesting.
know.
The more you know.
Yep.
Science.
Science.
Science. At number 5, Layla's gene therapy. In 2015, a 1-year-old girl received a cancer treatment unlike any other. Doctors at Great Ormond Street Hospital in London gave baby Layla immune cells from a donor that they had genetically modified to destroy the cells causing her leukemia. Take that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Saving her fucking life. Fuck yeah.
Nice.
That's actually awesome.
Yeah, that's
Fuck
very
yeah.
cool.
Hell yeah. Number 4, AlphaGo. AlphaGo? AlphaGo?
I know it. Yep.
Yeah? It's the not the chess playing computer, but the other one. Oh, no, yeah, it played Go. The decade has been dominated by advances in artificial intelligence, but the pinnacle of machine achievement was AlphaGo. The software developed by DeepMind beat leading player at Board Game Go in a stunning 4-1 match in 2016. I don't know how to say that guy's name. Sedol? Sedol.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Sounds good to me.
Cool. Gravitational waves is number 3. Do you want to read this one, Mason? Because you love...
E.
Okay.
All right.
E.
Number 3. In 1916, Albert Einstein predicted that space-time, the fabric of the universe, was disturbed by strange ripples known as gravitational waves. Exactly a century later, the Laser Interferometer Gravitational Wave Observatory Collaboration, holy fuck, that is a long name, announced that it had finally spotted these waves.
Though. Good for him. See, it's
Oh,
hard.
Emanating? Okay, that's okay.
It's hard.
Finally, okay. That observatory finally spotted these waves emanating from a pair of supermassive black holes merging together.
Nice.
Cool.
Cool.
You know what's actually funny? Okay, about that.
Yeah.
Is the Earth, because of gravitational waves, they distort space time, and it stretched and pulled Earth like a piece of Jello.
Yeah.
Not enough to like where you think is like whoa, 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 but it's just like
Enough to detect.
nanometers,
Yeah.
right? On the atomic level.
Yep.
Number 2 is CRISPR. The full potential of genetic engineering was unlocked in 2012 with the cheap and easy CRISPR system for editing DNA. Its use has since exploded, unfortunately, including the widely condemned creation of the first gene-edited babies in China in 2018. Oh my goodness, stop doing that. I don't know much on it. Do you?
Everyone just needs to stop playing God.
Just stop. Yeah.
A little bit, where because if you study biology well enough, and there's DNA and RNA, right?
Yeah.
But each little strand is made of sections, right? And they now have the power to actually manipulate the sections instead of like having singular strands. They can actually pull apart strands
change the
and
letters?
mix them. Yes,
And that's for... Oh, but
you can change the carbohydrates and how they're forming. Yes,
Yeah, but isn't the idea to like try to detect birth defects and like manipulate
that's
them?
the positive side of it. But then you're thinking if you're thinking the corporate side, you're using it to make
Super
designer babies, super soldiers,
Captain
whatever the case
America.
might be. Now I don't know if
Incredible
it's that far
Hulk.
advanced because it's still relatively new, 2018, right?
Yes.
So you're probably still talking like millions of dollars just to get one,
Oh yeah.
right? And what's the success rate on that?
Oh.
Exactly. So it's probably still experimental, but we're 5 years out, so we'll see.
And number 1, the Higgs boson. It took 4 years, thousands of people in the world's biggest machine, but in 2012, the particle physicists at CERN announced the discovery of the Higgs boson, the particle that helps explain why all other particles in the universe have mass, and its discovery completed the standard model of physics. I don't think so. We're not complete. No, we're still looking for shit.
Yeah.
String theory.
Yeah, supersymmetry, things like that.
Yeah.
I have a theory about the Higgs boson. Do you guys want to hear it?
Yep.
It's a very far out theory.
Okay.
Yep.
So you know how shit's crazy?
Of course.
That's the best way to put it. Shit's crazy.
Yep.
Right?
Should be wacky.
Yeah. Like, and it's from my perspective, it's been like getting progressively crazier since 2018.
Yep.
Right? I'm pretty sure. I think that when we discovered the Higgs, we crossed some fucking wires or something, and we accidentally fucked around with another universe, and we fucking did some kind of switchy swap, and now that's why shit's crazy.
Yeah.
You know my conspiracy theory?
Tell me.
Okay. You know how 2012, there was like the whole doomsday clock, the world's going to end in 2012?
I do remember that, yeah.
I saw a theory where it was like, what if the world did end in 2012? And you can see like, oh, the world's heating up, right? And so everything is actually slowly turning into a hellscape. And it's just a very long process.
It's just a long process.
And
like
this is
that
just a
meme that's like, what if
catalyst.
oxygen just takes 75 years to kill you or whatever? Have you ever seen
Yeah.
that one?
Yes, I have. You just reminded me of the whole shit.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, it's like one of those things where, you know, maybe, but we just don't know enough to actually say if it has changed anything or not.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to hear my super out there theory about music and frequencies?
Yep.
Okay, so science tells us that at its most basic level, most particles are excitations in fields, in quantum fields, right? Yes, agree with me there? Okay,
I think so,
so
yeah.
all they are just vibrations in
Yep.
invisible quantum fields, right? And when we play music, what are we manipulating?
Sound waves.
The
Vibrations.
frequency of sound.
Frequencies, right? Frequencies, in my opinion, make up everything.
Yep.
You, me, everything is vibrating at a frequency or several frequencies,
Right.
really. And if you get into string theory, it's so interesting because the different modes of strings correlate to different fundamental particles, right?
Yeah.
So when we do chords on a piano, it's very similar to how strings stack on top of each other to make particles, right? So when we are playing music, we are literally using the language of the universe.
And building.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, and that's something that no other, to our knowledge, because we haven't met any live aliens.
Right.
We don't know anybody else that can do that,
Right.
right? It's pretty damn cool.
cool.
That's
Well-
why, like, for me personally, there's a lot of reverence toward music for that reason.
Yeah.
I need you guys to come down when I play on a grand piano because I can show you guys the actual like I know you guys know about the harmonic sequence of strings,
Yep.
right? But it's more interesting on a piano because if I play that note,
I just farted.
but if I do all these notes, I hold them all down and play this one on the piano, all of them will naturally ring
Right.
by themselves.
Oh, yeah, because of the harmonic series going up.
And so it's just like
Doesn't the
naturally,
harmonic series go down too? We just don't hear them because it's sub-frequencies?
probably I
Maybe.
don't know.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
only
That might be
know about
foo-foo
the normal
science.
harmonic sequence because we're normal like that, yo.
We're just normal like that, yo. Okay, well, that was all fun and cool. Brian, do you have any weird science theories?
Yeah.
Tell me. Awesome. There he is.
No, I don't know. All right.
Oh.
Here's the thing. I have so many ideas like floating around in my brain that I don't know like what to believe now. Right?
Uh-huh.
Like I was raised Catholic,
Uh-huh.
Okay.
right?
And also with you.
Yep. And also with you. Yes. But I don't know. Because there's like, I mean, where'd the pyramids come from? What is their use? There's so much you could think about.
Do you think there's aliens
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah.
Like living among us?
Yeah.
Me too. I like to hope.
I do.
Anyways.
I like to think, I like to think there are aliens, but I also like to think that they fly by Earth. They're like, because like if you look where our solar system is compared to the Milky Way, we're on the outer spiral.
Yeah.
And so I feel like they come to us, they're like, what the fuck, the Boondocks? Nope, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
They take one look at us and they're like, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
no.
like to think that we're like that one truck stop that you will only stop at if you are just out of gas.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you're in South Carolina, there is no good place to stop, but you have to stop
Yep.
at this McDonald's
There's,
because
there's only one person who's got one tooth. Yeah. And you're like, Nah.
I feel like that's our planet.
I'll make
y'all?
it to the next one. Yeah.
Howdy, y'all. We have a shit in space.
Yeah.
All right, shall we move on then?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, let's talk about fictional people that do science.
Oh, I know one person immediately.
Okay, go.
Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty.
Oh,
yeah.
that's a good
That's a
one that I
great
didn't
one.
even come up with. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Brian, do you have any? I almost called you mom.
Mommy. Mom. Shit. Doc from Back to the Future.
There you go. I was like, I know you're gonna say it.
Yep.
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 Doc from Back to the Future.
Yep.
I wish I knew that theme. That would be so perfect right now if I can play Back to the Future.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Who do you got?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have Professor X from the Powerpuff Girls.
Yep.
I have Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory.
Mhm.
I have all of Star Trek, I guess, because
Yeah.
they're all science-y.
Yeah.
And then I was talking to my mother, which is why I almost called you mom, and she has a list. Can I go over her list?
Yeah.
Thanks, Ma. Wayne Zielinski from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one, right?
Yeah.
Ned Bernard. From The Absent-Minded Professor, who was later played by Robin Williams in Flubber.
Yep.
That's a good one, right? Spock, I said that. I said all those people. Dr. Victor von Frank. Oh, so the original Victor von. Oh, I had this conversation with her, and you might want to. Sorry, I'm so ADD. Listen, I get excited for science. Frankenstein. Listen. When did the quintessential mad scientist first appear in literature? Was it Frankenstein or was it Jekyll and Hyde?
Frankenstein.
Was it?
I feel like it was Frankenstein because
I
with
feel like it was as well.
With Frankenstein, it birthed it birthed that genre, science fiction,
yeah.
Yeah.
science nonfiction, or
Mo-
fiction.
monster
That was
fiction, yeah.
that was probably what 1600s in Germany. I think
Maybe.
that was definitely before Jekyll.
Hold
and
on.
Hyde.
Let me
This
get
says
up.
1818.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that was definitely before Jekyll and Hyde.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe. So you already said Doc Brown.
Yeah, 1818.
Okay. How about Dr. Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Mom. Dr. No,
Part of me
those-
wants to say like the doctor or that way, Doctor Priest from Hunchback of Notre Dame. I don't know why, but like Igor was kind of a monster in his own right, but now he's just deformed.
What about those Muppets?
Yep.
Those Muppet scientists.
Beaker?
Beaker and yeah.
Phenomena.
Thanks, Mom. I didn't read all of these, but that's okay.
Cool.
Any others? We said Dexter, right?
Mhm.
Are there any?
Did you watch Johnny Test?
I was just
growing
gonna
up?
say the sisters from Johnny
Yeah.
Test. Yeah, yeah.
I
I'm
also
such a
feel
child.
like okay. I don't know if you guys seen this movie. Save Planet 51.
Yes,
a-
The Rock was in it.
I think so. It was about like green aliens and the
Yeah.
human goes to the alien planet,
Mhm.
and that was a weird movie. But there was like a lot of science because it was like they used the human as the test subject. So
Right.
there's a
Mhm.
few scenes.
Yeah. All right then. That was cool. Do you guys want to talk about the future of science? I
Sure.
have this one thing written here because we're kind of living in the future of science.
Yeah, we are.
You know.
Where we are in the technological age.
Yeah, like where do we go from here? And the one thing that I keep coming back to is the merging of biological and technological.
Yes.
I think that's where
Mhm.
we're headed. And I don't know how I feel about it.
It's gonna be scary.
Yeah. I feel like if we can all upload our brains into the same server, it's going to be a massive like digital orgy, isn't it?
What if there's
Dude,
a,
I don't want anybody digging in my brain.
What if there's a DDoS?
Oh God.
No. Yep.
I don't understand.
Well, you know, like I forget the movie name, but it started Matt Damon where they shrunk them down and like they lived in a utopia. Where, like,
Downsizing.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's like that kind of thing where it's not necessarily like we're gonna downsize for like overpopulation reason, but it's gonna be more like merged with technology. So you might see like human AI mesh in your home kind of thing.
Well, if you take that to its logical conclusion, if the entire human species were to upload themselves into a computer
Right.
simulation, and then they could take that simulation and put it on a computer that ran on a very long battery, they could conceivably just jettison themselves into the universe.
Right.
It'd be like a Call of Duty Black Ops 2 lobby.
And if you also had a couple of robots that were like self-replicating robots, as soon as you hit a planet, right? The
kind of like a hive mind scenario.
Mhm. For the entire human race. If we all are in the same server, then
Mhm.
there's no privacy.
Right.
We all just kind of think the same thoughts and we become this hive mind.
Well,
That's
I'm sure it'd
something-
be like one of those things where like It'd be a server, but maybe each person has like a chat room, so you can go.
Maybe,
join.
I don't know. But imagine if we did become part of it. Like, you don't like it, but really imagine it. For the first time in human history, you could literally see my point of view and I could see your point of view. And it would happen simultaneously.
But to me, it sounds communistic.
It sounds scary.
You know what they have is like they only have like those contacts that have cameras or like a mini like receivers built into them.
Black Mirror kind of thing.
Like Batman's lenses in the new 52 Court of Owls storyline. Sorry, everybody.
Yep.
Okay, so that's where I see the...
It's such a weird topic. It's like, you don't really think about that aspect. Maybe you think about like your life, where it's heading, with kind of like the societal impact.
No, yeah, I think
weird.
logically that makes the most sense. Why make 7 billion different...
iPhones.
or 7 billion different servers to upload people's mind into. Why not just make one big one?
I don't think it's going to come as quickly as we may think.
No,
I think it's going to come more out quickly. It's just more like the Boston Dynamic robots. I think they're going to be more.
Fuck those things.
Are scary.
God damn.
But I also
fucking dog.
Yep.
It's like you see commercials for like like what's it, PC or like technology integrated like counters in your home for your kitchen. I think that might be the next step for like quality of life things. I think we're still a little far out from like human technology, like cyborg integration or like Android integration.
I don't know. If you ask Mr. Musk, we're already there.
Yeah. AI will tell you different.
Yeah. Okay. That was cool and scary, and I love it. Moving on.
Yep.
Cool. Brian, let's talk about some movies.
All right.
Mason, let's talk about some movies.
Got it.
First one we're going to talk about is one near and dear to my heart that none of you have heard of. Oh, you might have heard. I'm sure you've heard of the thing. If you're Brian's age and my age, you've probably heard of it. But anybody listening, if you've heard of this, please, and for serious, let us know. Let us know. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. All right, the first one we're going to do is Mystery Science Theater 3000, the movie.
Yep.
Not the show. The movie.
Yep.
The movie. The theatrical release. It was released on April 19th, 1996, to which I say, come on, wait one more day.
Yeah.
Right? Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Rated PG-13. It ran for an hour and 13 minutes, and it grossed $1,007,306 worldwide. That's not a lot.
No.
But it didn't cost a lot to make.
I was going to say.
So it's probably still a good return on ROI.
Right.
It starred no one any of you has ever heard of, so I'm not going to bother. But for those of you that don't know the premise of Mystery Science Theater, and I was explaining this to Mason earlier, the premise is basically this gentleman has been trapped up in this satellite orbiting the planet, and he's this mad scientist is going to subject him to experiments of isolation. Wants to try to drive this guy crazy. Mm-hmm. And so this guy, in an act of revolution, tears off some ancillary systems of the spaceship and makes robots. He makes 2 robot counterparts, one that looks kind of like a red gumball. His name is Tom Servo. He's kind of a wisecracking, kind of guy. And the other one is this gold, like satellite dish looking weird guy named Crow. And he's gold. I said that already. Mm-hmm. And he's fun. And he's like, it's a long way to Tipperary. Remember that part?
Oh,
anyways, they get into all kinds of shenanigans up on their satellite. The satellite of love is what it's called. Yep. And the mad scientist finds out about this and he's very upset. So he decides as an act of punishment to subject... Mike Nelson is the guy's name, to just the worst, like, B-C level sci-fi movies ever. And the way it's shot from the perspective of an audience member in a movie theater.
So you see the back of their heads.
From maybe the 5th row back, and they're
like
sitting in the
like
front
a Truman
row.
Show kind of thing?
So,
No.
not really.
No, like you're actually in the movie theater and you see the back of their heads.
It's like, so you see the movie and then down on the bottom screen, you see the silhouette of like a bunch of empty movie theater chairs. And then it's like robot, dude, robot.
Okay.
And the whole thing is they do a bunch of like riffs off the movie and stuff
they're
like
just
that.
making fun of the movie.
And
I need to watch this.
I remember being a kid and like having no idea what the hell was going on, but like I just had it on because I really dug. Like they would do these little segments in between these parts of the movies where they would go back onto and it was basically a puppet show.
Right.
But it was so cheesy and it had so much charm and I just fell in love with it.
When did this come out?
Oh
96.
God, 96 was this.
God.
Yeah,
I've never heard of it before. Now I just kind of really want to watch it.
it's really cool.
Is it, do you know where you can watch it now? Do you just have to go like?
No,
I don't know.
It's not streaming anywhere but there is. You can watch it for free on like Tubi or Roku or one of those bullshits. You can watch it for
also
free.
just like search it up on like a movie
And also-
browser site or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, there's other ways. Okay, I have a review And I did a bad review on mine and a good review on yours.
Okay.
All right, so this is a 1-star review, so fuck this guy already. All right, imagine Beavis and Butthead, but for nerds with even more juvenile, and that is pretty much what you have here. I found it very hard to find anything to like in this movie, and will certainly never revisit it. My surefire way to tell if I like a movie. What? We can all laugh at old sci-fi movies, but this is something that is best done with friends in private where you can share some common jokes. I'm actually a fan. I feel like he watched this by himself.
Right.
I have to finish this towards the end because
Beat it, nerd.
they make a Muppet Pig in Space reference. Hold on. So, in private, Joe, I am actually a fan of old sci-fi, and taken as films for their time, they can be very good. So for me, this is just easy, cheap humor, and best avoided. The premise of a guy in space being forced to watch old sci-fi is pretty brainless, and the main character's robot companions have nothing going for them either, in terms of animation or character. If you want some quality, children-appealing sci-fi, find some old Muppet Show episodes of Pigs in Space. All right.
What?
Fuck that guy. Jesus.
None of that made any sense.
No. Pigs in Space. Fuck off. Anyways, that was fucking Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Cool.
Cool.
Did you guys know which piece that was?
Was it? No.
Mars, the bringer of
Mars, the bringer of
Fuck
war.
that guy.
Fuck that guy. We're going to bring him some
What? Go on.
nuts on his
Cookies?
face.
Some,
I hope that guy has a peanut allergy. I'm gonna
Some
put fucking
cookies,
numb
yeah. I'm going to bake him some walnut brownies.
yep. You're going to hate them.
Okay, Weird Science. Released in August 2nd of what year? Can you guess?
87.
Close. 85. PG-13, hour and 34. It cost $7 million, and it made 38.
Yep.
Very good.
Dude, I had such a crush on Kelly LeBrock.
Yeah? Oh, she's in there. She was Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
Directed by John Hughes. Screenplay by John Hughes. Based on a book called Made of the Future by Al Feldstein.
Yep.
What do you remember from this movie? Besides
My boners.
jerking off to... I was going to say besides jerking off
Yeah.
to... So, can you explain the plot to...
So, Mason, it's basically two teenagers that were fiddling around with their computer, and they figured out some kind of new software data where they could create the perfect girl.
Oh.
So,
Go on.
what are they like? Probably 15 and 16?
They're below 18.
Yep.
Horny teenagers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got
Yep.
it.
So they're like 15 and 16, and they all of a sudden the whole computer explodes, and this girl just pops out of the shower.
Oh.
And they're like,
Fuck yeah.
but now they're trying to like hide it from their family. Like, where do we?
Oh, no. What do
What
we
do you do
Yeah.
with this random girl?
Wait, so it's just like a real girl?
Yeah.
Oh, so like actually like through the computer they made a real.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then
Kind of
what-
like reverse Tron style.
the brother was it Biff
Was it?
or no?
From
Back to the Future.
No, not Back to the Future. What was the brother? The brother's name was like
Gary, Ian, or Chet?
Chet.
Chet was Bill
Yeah.
Paxton.
Chet. Yeah. Fucking Chet. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I was so. Who do you know who Ian was? Robert Downey Jr.
Oh yes, I forgot
Yeah.
he was in that.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. is in this movie.
Yep.
I haven't seen it, so.
Anthony Michael Hall is Gary,
Yep.
and that's the only names I put.
It's basically just like teenage angst, them running around trying to.
So what
hide
happens
this.
in the end?
They throw a
Gotta
giant
watch it.
house party, and yeah, it turns into a mess.
turns into a
Somebody
mess.
rides a motorcycle through the house.
It's 85, so there's togas.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a weird time.
Yeah.
And I miss those kinds of movies.
Oh, so good.
Fucking remake Revenge of the Nerds. Why haven't we
Oh.
gotten a remake of Revenge of the Nerds? That was a good science movie, too.
Yeah.
They used science in that movie. Remember at the end of Revenge of the Nerds when they did that musical number? Also, do you know who was in Revenge of the Nerds? Fucking one of the doctors from ER, the one that gets his arm chopped off by the rotating blades.
Oh, yeah.
Remember ER?
Yeah.
Mason's like, what? We just showed our age hardcore.
Hard. Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
what?
Anyways, that was a fun tangent. Moving on then.
on.
Well, there's one movie I would like to talk about.
Oh, shit, Mason, please go.
Okay, it's not necessarily realistic, but Star Wars. I'm not going to talk about science without talking about the science of Star Wars.
I have to interrupt because I didn't do the review real
Oh.
quick. 10 out of 10. I'm not a big fan of serious art house dramas, but this one was great.
Perfect.
Okay, go ahead.
That
All right,
version is good.
Star Wars.
Well, it's like everything about that universe is, kind of like science based. You have the plasma layers, you have
Right.
lightsabers, you have the Death Star capable of killing planets, you have Star Killer base.
Are the Jedi science-based, though?
Yes, because technology.
But mysticism.
Well, yes, but how could you have a lightsaber without having like the science behind it?
The Force?
Yes.
Mm.
Well, then we
I
can still
don't
talk
know.
about like the rest of it.
True.
Like you have
Yes, everything that's not Jedi is
Yes.
absolutely science.
Yeah.
It's like they have Star Cruisers that can go light speed, for Christ's sake. It's just
Oh, that's a good question. Do they go faster? Is hyperspeed faster than light?
no, it is light speed. It is the
So what-
speed of light.
But okay, so at any point in the Star Wars saga, I hear it referred to as light speed and hyperspeed. What's the difference?
Hyper's fast.
Okay, light is.
You're just traveling fast.
We've gone back to plaid.
We've gone flat. Ludicrous speed.
Well, and so like I don't know if you've seen it, the Andor show, but in that show they actually showed the construction of the Death Star's radar dish, or like laser dish, and it's really cool because it actually showed like all the layers between the dish itself, and there was like it's like they had these weird like Boston Dynamic robots putting things in place.
Fuck
It was like
those.
but it's just really cool to kind of see like the actual intricate parts of it.
You know why they showed that scene? Because of fucking Clerks.
Mhm.
Because of fucking. There's a scene in Clerks where they're like, "What about all the people that were working on the Death Star between the second Death Star? They were just construction workers, contract workers. They didn't deserve to be blown up." So they showed fucking robots building the Death Star. So now people are like, "Now you don't have to feel bad about the Death Star
just
blowing
robots.
Not true, because they use Wookiees to as slaves to build the Death Star.
up." Motherfucker.
Thank you, Brian.
Fucking the Empire. God.
Anytime, dude.
Yeah. All right, moving on then.
Yes.
All right. Well, now that we talked about movies and science stuff and all other kinds of cool stuff, we're going to turn it over to Major Mason with the Science Report.
Major Mason.
Major Mason for science.
Science.
Calling in for science.
Science.
All right. Well, since we're doing a science episode, I just thought it would be fitting to talk about probably one of the greatest scientists of all time, Albert Einstein. So I have stuff prepared for you guys, just going through Albert Einstein and some of his contributions. All right. So just kind of start. Albert Einstein was born in Ulm in Württemberg, Germany, on March 14th, 1879.
Old Ali Einstein.
And he died April 18th, 1955, in Princeton, New Jersey. And he is credited as one of the world's greatest scientists. What's more interesting
Credited
is
by whom?
the world.
Okay. I guess I can't argue.
Oh,
Well,
yeah, we'll take that.
One of my cool, like, I just have a bunch of fun facts, and one thing I like, it's still kind of cool that maybe not people too many think about, is he survived World War I and World War II, and
Oh,
he
yeah.
lived in Germany through World War I.
Oh, jeez.
So,
Yeah, that's crazy.
all right,
Dude, he
so
was an Einstein.
let's just go down this. All right, we're just do this one
Bagels.
by one. So, believe it or not, most of his actual scientific studies and scientific theories came when he was working as a technical assistant in a Swiss patent office. He wasn't working in like as too many colleges at that point. And actually, in 1905, he attained his doctorate. A more common, well-known fact is Einstein played violin. And another one that's pretty interesting is his brain was actually slightly smaller than average. It's like one of the greatest minds, but he had a slightly smaller brain. Another cool fact is he was often at odds with professors in his school, not due to his attitude, but instead due to outbursts of imagination interrupting with his ideas. So they may be talking about like gravity or like an object throwing through space, and he'd be like, "I'm imagining a ball. It's going through space. I can just see it traveling in my head," and everyone's just like, "The fuck."
Yeah. Yep.
But,
Start doing that for drums.
Yep.
If you want a better description of this, there was actually a show dedicated to Albert Einstein called Genius, and there is several episodes in the first season that depict his time in school.
Cool.
So check it out if you can. You can watch it on Amazon Prime.
Cool.
Now, what's
This episode is not sponsored by Genius or Amazon Prime.
Nope.
a sad fact about Einstein is his education was disrupted because his father's repeated failures at business.
Oh, no.
In 1894, after his father's company failed to get an important contract to electrify the city of Munich, Hermann Einstein moved to Milan to work with a relative. Einstein was left in Munich at a boarding house and was expected to finish his education there. So this is when he was like middle school, late elementary too. All right. Yeah, teens. That's when he was. All right. So another fun fact is Einstein's family was very religious. They were Jewish, and it was enough to a point where after World War II, he was offered presidency of the state of Israel because of his religion. Einstein declined, and he actually collaborated with Dr. Sham Weizmann in establishing a Hebrew university in Jerusalem.
Cool.
All right.
Good for him.
Going on, tying it back into World War II, the Germans were rather quick to develop new technology during that time. We know that they built rockets. They were the first to make jet planes. Did you also know the Germans were accredited to making Fanta?
The drink?
Yes. Fanta soda came from Germany because of low rations, so they had to make a drink. So Fanta came from Germany.
Don't you want to Fanta?
Fanta, Fanta.
And we're
Holy shit!
DadBod. Did you also know that sex dolls were created for the German army during World War II.
Yeah, get him.
All right. So,
Toss the Newton to kleiner die Eier.
is that the sound when they climax?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good. Thanks for that description.
Goodness gracious.
All right.
It
So,
probably means like you have a beautiful night.
I respect and appreciate you as a human being.
So during this expansion of technology during World War II for the Germans, Einstein was actually approached by Hitler to start research into the first forms of atomic bombs. It was because of this that Einstein officially defected from Germany to the United States, and he actually met with officials of the U.S. government. He informed the U.S. on Germany's plans for an atomic bomb. It was because of this is one of the first instances of planning for the Manhattan Project.
Oh, wow.
And going even further, Einstein did have contact. He wasn't a developer or a scientist. He wanted nothing with it, right? But he was there as one of the foundation pieces for the Manhattan Project.
Kind of like a liaison.
Kind of, but it's like he didn't want a part of it.
Right.
So it was just he was there in like the preliminary stages, but once it started going,
He's out.
yes, and he actually became a U.S. citizen in the 1940s as well. I think 1944, 1943.
Good for him.
Cool.
All right. So with Einstein, one of his probably the most famous thing we kind of mentioned it a little bit earlier, the gravitational waves, is his theory of relativity. That is what Einstein is most prominently known for. This is Einstein's most famous contribution, stating that space and time are similar to fabrics. A good way to think about this, Andrew will like this, is about cats in your bed. If you lay a cat on the bed, what happens? What happens to the bed?
9 months later, you have a baby.
Okay, thanks.
What?
Well, so think about the bed. What actually happens to the bed? What kind of shape does it, or what happens?
It'll.
I like thinking of it like a trampoline and bowling balls on a trampoline.
Maybe, but
Okay, we'll go with yours. Cat's on a bed.
Yes,
You
what
put
happens?
you put the cat on the bed.
Mhm.
The cat indents onto the bed.
Yes, so it creates like a little well, a little divot.
Yeah.
And this is true when we get to space. The larger the object, the larger the well will become. So a good way to you can look at diagrams at this. Professors do this demonstrations all the time in their universities, but it's just to state that every object in space creates a well. Why does the moon orbit the Earth? Because it's not actually just traveling on like a ring; it's traveling on the brim of a well around the Earth, and it's just moving so fast it won't fall down into the center.
Okay.
Same thing with the Earth around the sun around the supermassive black hole. Sagittarius
Same way with
star.
everything around my dick.
Yeah. Don't fall in that well.
And that's why you have kids, Andrew. All right. So I don't want to spend too much time on theory of relativity because we're kind of just focusing on general science. So I actually have some lesser known contributions that Einstein made.
Oh.
So the first one I have is he actually nice.
That was so weird.
Clip it. Can that just be the short? Ooh.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, go for it.
Okay, so Einstein actually made his own refrigerator. Fun fact. It was stated that besides being really affluent in physics and scientific contributions, he was actually more concerned about everyday living as well. And so when he had spare time, if he had spare time, he would go through and actually look at the real world aspects and see what he can actually contribute to make it more efficient for everyday living.
Cool.
Another cool thing is he also co-authored the Bose-Einstein condensate, which is a substance with zero viscosity.
Yeah.
Fun fact is, after their discovering their original theory, it took 70 years to prove this as true. And another cool fun fact with Einstein is using the power of a solar eclipse.
And science.
Yes. Yeah. He actually was able to prove that light bends and distorts objects in space. So like during, the moon blocks the sun, and what we can't see because of the sun normally is that there's stars or planets behind the sun.
Right.
Gravitational lensing.
You can see them with different scopes, right? And you can look again around the star, and it'll be in one position. But when the moon blocked the sun, they moved back. So light actually traveled around the object and distorted their position. Gravitational lensing is what it is called. Mm-hmm. Now, the real kicker. I'm kind of speed running this, but this is really like the interesting part with Einstein, I think. He died.
Holy shit!
So Einstein died in
Son
1950.
of a bitch!
I know. How dare he?
I'm gonna have him dark on my refrigerator.
Einstein died in 1955 due to an abdominal aneurysm. What's interesting is what happened to his brain on his death. Mm-hmm. In his will, he stated that he did not want any of his organs to be harvested. His family was going to keep this true, but this did not happen. The man who oversaw the autopsy was at a Princeton hospital. He was a Princeton hospital pathologist named Thomas Harvey. And on a whim, during the autopsy, without consulting the family, he decided to harvest and preserve Einstein's brain. How? Well, Harvey decided to cut up Einstein's brain into 150 pieces and keeping it in mason jars. What's even crazier is he kept Einstein's brain for 40 years.
He just dipped.
He harvested
Why
the
do
brain.
I not know this?
Yeah.
This is what the fuck?
Yes, that's why I wanted to bring it up.
What?
150 pieces and kept it in jars for over 40 years.
Why?
When people ask, it's like, where did his brain go? He hid it.
Yep.
It was only on suspicion later in life that there was a investigation into him, and instead of going to jail, he just fessed up. Okay, so what happened next?
Yeah.
Well, there is a light side
Did
to
he
this.
try to eat it and get superpowers?
No,
what I
but
would
I do
guess.
have a even crazier fact about this.
So now we're talking in the 80s.
Yes.
Yep.
So 1955, 40 years later, it's actually in the 90s.
90s, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, most of the brain is preserved at Princeton now, but in the 90s, Harvey still had pieces of the brain in jars. And you can actually find a documentary, like an interview, where he's actually showing a piece of Einstein's brain he still had in 1996.
That's insane.
Other remnants of the brain are distributed around the world in museums. Even in Boston, you can go see slivers. And what's even crazier is somebody went even further, is they actually cut his brain into hair-thin pieces to distribute.
That's ridiculous. Don't do that.
And all the reason for this was he was trying to do it as a scientific contribution. Because,
How? It doesn't
well,
contribute to anything.
originally when he harvested it, was still intact. So his plan was he wanted to just preserve it as, like, maybe we can study his brain and find out what was so unique about Einstein.
40
But-
years later, that thing's it's mush.
hacked to pieces.
Well, it was coated in like a amber-like substance to preserve it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a really weird thing. But talking about science, this is like my little spiel about Albert Einstein, and it's a messed up story.
Yeah.
Another fun fact I didn't mention is he actually was divorced, and during the contract is he told his ex-wife at the time that if he won if he won the Nobel Prize, he would give her half the winnings.
Uh-oh.
And when he won the Nobel Prize, he gave half the
Good
winnings
for
to his
him.
ex-wife.
Good.
Science. Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Very cool. Thank you, Mason.
Good job,
Yes.
Moving on.
Yep.
Moving on. All right, you guys, we have a very special segment in store for everyone out there and everyone in here. Our good friend and colleague and major in the Darmy, Mason, just turned the ripe old age of 21.
Yeah.
He did so on the 21st.
Yeah.
And we have to celebrate with him. So right now, Brian, you're going to do a segment called "I'll Tell You When I've Had Enough."
I'll tell you when.
Brian.
You don't tell me.
We're on the gun. Please quickly explain. Go.
Okay, so here we go. We are doing what I call a bomb pop shot. So a bomb pop shot is
For
basically
science.
for science. So the reason we did this for science is because the liquids all layer into 3 different specified colors.
Mm-hmm.
So you are going to have blue on the bottom,
Yeah.
white in the middle, red on top. Okay? And it is going to be a 3-layered shot. Okay?
Oh no.
So we're going to see how Mason does after this,
Oh, no.
young blood.
Yeah. All right. So the idea here is I will be documenting as much as I can through audio documentation and picture documentation. We will put these up in the video.
I must disclaim that there's been no preparation for this. I am going in this cold. I've only had literally 2 sips of alcohol in the past 3 days, so this is gonna be rather interesting.
I'm so excited. All right. We're doing the handoff. Brian has now left the microphone.
Oh, Jesus.
In his hand, he has what they're called shakers.
Shakers.
He's throwing the ice into the shaker. Boom. Okay.
crispy.
Oh, yeah. Listen to that sound. Oh, hold on. Very cool. Come on, focus. All right. Got. Okay.
Focus.
Focus. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Boom.
And
All right.
it sounds like we're pressured. It's because we're on a time limit for the
For the ice. Yeah.
The
so
ice is-
what do we got
yeah.
here? What's going in here?
Curacao.
Blue curacao, which is a flavoring.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a blue color, but it's a lemon flavor.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Shake, shake,
Ooh.
shake. Do, 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 do.
So this
shake,
is
shake, shake.
I've never seen you bartend, or like I've never been around you serving drinks. So this is the first for me as well.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like I'm
He
getting the full
is a
Brian
legend.
experience.
So I have had the pleasure. Ooh.
Ooh. Oh, a little
It's
bit.
all right. It's all
but-
right. It's all right. That's awesome. So, sorry. He's pouring it into a test tube. He's
Oh.
pouring it.
We
We're
totally
so
forgot
like
to say
enamored.
that.
Fuck.
It's so cool, but
I know.
yeah.
So
But-
he's pouring it into this test tube. Again, pictures will be up on the YouTube. If for those of on Spotify, just imagine a test tube because it's for science. For science.
Brian, we are doing for science.
For science.
And Brian got a bunch of like beakers and test
Oh,
tubes,
he
syringes,
went all
and stuff.
out.
It's like we're doing this down to the fucking ounce.
Yeah, man. While Brian mixes that up, I will regale you with my 21st birthday. I went to SeaWorld and had breakfast with Shamu. I know. Oh, so now what you're doing is you're pouring in, what is that, pina colada mix? Okay, and what we're trying to hopefully achieve is through fluid dynamics, a separation between the white pina colada mix and the blue carousel mix. And it's going great. It's going awesome.
No, it's just separating different ways.
It's kind of separating on the bottom.
Yeah.
It's kind of reverse separating.
Well, I guess we could do.
Okay.
Does it matter if the 3 colors are in order?
No, we can do it
Okay.
inverse. It's inverted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just says red, white, and blue. It doesn't necessarily mean it has to be in that
For
order.
science!
For science. I
Yeah, that'd be good.
feel like I need to play like epic
Plus, I don't
tension
have a metal-
music.
You don't have a metal. Yeah, you're using plastic. He's using a plastic spoon.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to be like we're on the clock, so we need to go like.
Oh, I know.
wait,
we need
wait.
some really some music. Ooh.
Wait, now that feels wrong.
All right, what do we got next? So this is the actual. Hang on, let me get a shot of this. What do we got here? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, is that what I think it
Ooh,
is?
Yeah, got it.
I'm
Oh
not
my
gonna say anything
goodness.
until if you guys need to watch this on YouTube just to find out.
We had a friend refer to this as what kind of person drinks this liquor?
Hobo juice?
It's like a hobo's liquor. That's what it is. Yeah. And then what do you mix it with? That's some grenadine. Some normal red grenadine.
You know, Andrew, you know what I'm thinking right now too.
What are you thinking? Tell me.
I think the people need to like, subscribe, and comment their own
Please.
story.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be awesome. Drop your stories.
Oh, we
Heck
need
yeah.
21st birthday story.
21st
Yeah.
birthday story.
Let's see.
Ooh.
Let me put it this way: like my plate is fresh. I don't know if I'm a lightweight or if I can
You're
handle my
lightweight.
liquor.
Yeah.
So-
maybe you might surprise us. Some people they're built different.
But this episode's about to get crazy.
Yeah. That looks so cool. Look at that.
It's so colorful.
My 21st birthday was pretty lame. I worked at a guitar shop and I bought Michelob Ultra, not knowing what the hell. Like I didn't know it was like cholesterol beer or something. Brian's laughing at me. So I bring in this 6-pack. Dude, I worked with this guy who I idolize. Like he taught me how to play guitar and everything, sort of. I never really officially took a lesson, but anyways, I bring this beer in and I'm like thinking I'm gonna. Oh wait. So you're pouring it out through the shaker into. Go ahead. I'm not gonna stop you.
I don't know.
This is gonna be really good or really terrible.
You can do it, Brian.
Easy squeezy lemon peasy. Oh, there you go. So now we're pouring the grenadine through the shakers into the beaker, and we're gonna attempt to get it red, white. Awesome. No, it still looks super cool. Fuck it.
It ain't gonna happen.
That looks cool.
Here, Mason.
Yeah.
This.
All right. Wait. What's that? What's in there?
That is just the grenadine and the rest of the vodka.
Okay, the grenadine and the rest of the vodka.
Is this it? Am I taking this right now?
Take
Well,
that.
you can take
You're gonna
that. Wait, do you want your face on the internet?
Sure.
Okay. Hold up the cup.
Wait.
You look very distinguished, sir.
All right.
All right, here we go.
I feel like I need like a drum roll. Should we get the snare?
It's gonna be strong.
All right, here we go.
Oh God.
Oh. Oh. Oh, that's not what I. Oh. Ooh.
He says, "Oh,
That's good.
oh shit!
We've created a
What have we
monster!
done? We've awoken a sleeping giant."
Let's get lit. So wait, what is it? It's just 2 things, right? The grenadine.
Yeah,
and
that's just the remnants of this.
Yeah.
This is still waiting for
okay,
you.
because like I can definitely taste the syrup aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah, go easy on the syrup. You might get sweet stomach. Blech.
All right.
All right.
Now come dick this
Woo,
one.
woo, woo,
All
woo.
right. Oh.
Here we go.
That sounded like Law and Order.
Yeah.
Do 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 do.
All right. Yeah.
There we
This
go.
one's not gonna be as strong because the rest of it's in that.
Yeah. No, you're good.
I'm not gonna, chug the crap out.
For
You know what you
science.
Dude, this is gonna taste very sweet
Very sweet.
Yeah.
because
You'll be all right.
that was one shot
Mm-hmm.
that I put in here and that.
Oh my gosh, he's got to stretch it out.
It still looks cool.
For science.
Like the color's still dissipated, right? But
Yeah.
we don't have any red.
Actually looks really tasty.
Yeah.
It actually looks really cool to drink.
Yo, at the bar, that would be like $12.
Yeah.
Just so you know. Just be ready for that.
You can Venmo me.
Oh, yeah.
It would pick you up.
There you go.
All right.
Get him, Tiger.
Da booze.
Am I just doing a little sip for my?
Well, do whatever you want, dude.
It's your thing.
is really fruity.
All right.
Fruity.
Well, like I'm still not used to like the burn.
Right.
We can't hear you, I don't think. He's
all-
still not used to the burn. It's very fruity.
But all the burn is on top.
All the burn's on top. If you chug
So
it.
the more you get, it'll just be sweet at the bottom.
Yep. Go, 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 go.
Go.
No, I'm not. Oh.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh.
Uh-oh. We don't have any kind of chaser for you. We didn't think that far ahead. Go see if there's in the art fridge.
No.
Sorry,
There might be a Diet Coke.
Sorry, young buck. Come on.
Am I finishing it?
Yeah.
Is that the goal?
Yeah.
I mean, we spent money on it, you know.
Don't
Obligated.
you know?
Obligated.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, buddy.
What?
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, that didn't burn as much.
Right,
Like a
that's what I'm
champ.
saying, 'cause these two, this is like 8% alcohol, and that has no alcohol. And those are the ones that are on the bottom. So all the booze was on top.
Yeah, all the hurdy stuff was on top.
Yeah.
How you feeling? Okay, let's get the heart pumping. Do like a couple of jumping jacks. I'm 100% serious.
Don't fall.
Don't fall. While Mason's doing that, we will regale our listeners with a 21st birthday party story. You got one?
I do actually.
Oh my gosh.
It's funny. So
He's doing jumping jacks.
so I was born and raised in Syracuse, and I had my brother's ID because he was 3 years older than me.
Yeah.
So I was going to bars when I was 18, right? Like a lot, right?
Yeah.
Like every weekend, different bars, different groups of people, blah,
Right.
blah, blah. So on my 21st birthday.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we're gonna find out.
No, I mean, you
Yeah.
should be all right.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
You'll be
dude.
fine.
That's not gonna hurt you that bad.
Nah,
So on my 21st birthday,
bad.
Shit.
we went out with like 30 people, right?
Uh-huh.
And got a party bus. And
Oh, man.
we showed up at all the same places that we went. And the owners of the bar came up to me and they're like, dude, you guys just brought in 30 people. What are you guys celebrating?
As
and
soon
they're
as
like-
you said it, were they like, oh.
They were like, oh, he just turned 21. They're like, you asshole. You've been coming in here for 3 years.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
That's so good.
And I was just like,
What can you
I was-
do
I
now?
was-
it's me.
That was the coolest fucking 18-year-old you ever knew.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you guys. That was so cool. All right, shall we move on?
I need to say that
Go
was that was actually really tasty.
All right. Thank you, buddy.
Good.
Give me another.
Uh-oh. Mason, we will,
Nah.
we will
Line up
just-
again.
Let's do it.
we will have an intervention later. That's on the next episode.
Guys, I swear I'm fine. Ossifer, I think well.
Next week, we'll have Mason phone in from county.
Yeah. Do you accept these charges? Sure.
Sure.
Yeah. Andrew,
Hey, man.
shit got wild.
But I do have a dad joke. It's some prison joke.
His name's Mason.
You know who I call daddy in prison? That's
Oh,
my
no.
dad joke.
No. Oh, my gosh. All right, moving on then?
Yep,
Moving on. All right. Guess what time it's for?
Uh-oh.
Dad
Time
jokes.
for dad jokes. I only got about 3. But, we've obviously got Ethan's list.
Yep.
You got some, right?
Oh, I got some.
All right. Rim shots, rim jobs,
All of them.
and all of those. Yep. And if it's really special,
Perfect.
We get the goat.
yeah. It really is the greatest. All right. Brian, Mason.
Yes.
How did the thermometer insult the graduated cylinder?
How?
She said, "You may have graduated, but I have more degrees."
That little sly boy.
All right.
What are the primary elements of a sense of humor?
I don't know.
Sulfur, argon, calcium, and samarium. Otherwise known as S, AR, CA, and SM.
Sarcasm.
Correct.
That's
You
great.
crazy
That's
boy.
great. I see what you
Tony.
did there.
Yeah. I did. If I didn't read that, I would have never
No,
gotten.
I was
I would
like,
be the one
what?
being like, "What?"
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wait. All right. Why is combining a proton and an electron to make a neutron so popular?
Why?
It's free of charge.
Oh, God damn it.
What do you think? Pretty good, right? That's all I got, man. What you got?
Hey, Andrew.
Hey, man.
What did the proton say to the electron to start a fight?
I don't know what.
Bro, I'm so sick of your negativity.
Yes.
Love it.
I like this one.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Mason,
What up?
what's a pirate's favorite element?
I have no idea.
Argon.
Nice.
That's good.
That's a cool pirate.
It's cool because he knows what argon is.
Yep.
Probably the smartest fucking pirate.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that photons have mass?
No.
No.
You didn't know that?
No, I thought they were massless.
No. Who knew they were Catholics?
Oh, fuck. Dude, why?
Oh, shit. That was good.
How many computer programmers does it take to change a light bulb?
I don't know. How many?
I don't know.
Are you kidding me? That's a hardware problem.
Should I do like that one?
That's really good. Mason. Major Mason. Dad jokes.
I got a few. Let's go.
Present arms.
Bring it.
I don't. Okay. Hey, Andrew.
Yes, sir.
What did the biologist wear to impress his date?
I don't know what.
Designer jeans.
Nice.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
Did you hear that oxygen and magnesium started dating?
No.
OMG.
Oh my god. And I said OMG right after. Damn it.
All right.
Nice.
Why did the biologist and the physicist break up?
Why?
They had no chemistry.
No, they didn't. Yeah.
A frog telephones the psychic hotline. His personal psychic advisor tells him, "You're going to meet a beautiful young girl who wants to know everything about you." The frog is thrilled. "This is great. Will I meet her at a party?" "No," says the advisor.
Uh-oh.
"You'll meet her in biology class."
Oh.
Oh.
I didn't mean to do both of them, but I got both of them in there.
All right. God. You know, guys. Fuck.
Uh-oh.
He's broken.
He's broken.
No, I had a science joke, but
But you forgot it when you had that drink.
no, it's on the tip of my tungsten.
Ah! Oh, shit.
All right, that's it for
That's
me.
good.
That's done. Whoa, we
That's
did
good,
it.
dude.
Woo! That means, guess what? It's time for the outro.
Whoa.
You guys, if you are still with us at an hour 10, who knows? We would just like to say thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
thank
you. Thank you. We would like to shout out. Who are we shouting out this week?
Albert Einstein.
Albert Einstein. Oh, that's a good one. We'd like
Yep.
to shout out scientists everywhere. Keep doing your science.
Yep.
I would like, what would I like? What's some discoveries that haven't happened yet that we would like? We didn't even talk about that.
String theory.
String theory.
Theory of everything.
I want self-wiping baby asses.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that just a child when they turn like older?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
That's already been invented. All right. What's a problem? What's a dad problem that requires a dad solution? That's
Back pain.
sciencey. Back pain. Nah, there's plenty of science for that.
Yeah. I mean, we already got boner pills.
What about this is a really good one.
Mm-hmm.
What about if we employed drone technology, GPS technology, and camera 3D mapping technology so that when you sit on the couch and you realize that the remote is on the other side of the room, the remote can make its way to you.
I don't know
Ooh,
why it's sort of
alright.
like a pig, but yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
great.
It's like the
These
Jedi
are
mind
free
trick.
ideas,
That's Jedi mind
Samsung.
trick.
Yeah. Oh, you would totally be able to do that too.
Yep. Yep.
It's the remote though. So
Uh-huh.
bloop. That'd be pretty cool. All right, get on it, science.
Yep. Working on that.
All right. Let's see. What do we need to do? We need to plug. We need to do our plugs.
Yeah,
Is it time
plug-
for plugs?
plug us.
You guys, if you want to leave us a comment on how weird this episode was, please do so. We're aware. Listen, we warned everybody 2 weeks ago that summer camps really take a toll on us. So
Oh, that I'm ready for my spiel on summer camps one time.
Yep.
yeah. Is it time for it now? No, we'll do it
no.
later. Okay, but if you want to give us an email, if you want to find us on Facebook, DadBodPod. If you want to do us on YouTube, DadBodPod. If you want to do us on Spotify, that as well. But if you want to go to Gmail and write us an email, you can do so at daddbodddband@gmail.com. I've got some emails right here. Brian, would you like me to read them for you?
Yes.
Awesome.
Let's hear 'em.
This first one is called Sparkly Bear. Hey guys, happy Father's Day!
Happy Father's Day.
What a great episode. I'm sure you guys earned your way into the Dark Lord's heart. Dads,
Yeah.
rise up. I hope so, man.
We kind of appeased him.
Yeah, for sure. This next one is Legend I Am. It says, hey guys, I was wondering if you could speak to the recent state of entertainment. What do you think about the strikes? Great show. Please keep them coming. We had a discussion.
Yeah.
It was a hopeless romantic fantasy in which the strikes go on for so long that Hollywood, desperate for content, turns to like the YouTube mines and finds the smallest channels that there are. And then, lo and behold, we answer the call.
We start writing all the movies.
Dude, I bet you more YouTube content creators have better ideas than Hollywood.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say have better ideas than
Yeah.
us. I was going to agree wholeheartedly.
Well, both. Yeah.
The next one is, oh God, Ian Madness. Happy Father's Day!
Happy Father's Day!
Listens to the entire episode and says while crying, "You pulled it off? You sons of bitches, you really pulled it off. Well done, Dad's rise up."
Nice. Dad's rise up.
That's cool.
Just sitting there, eyes glistening, like,
Yeah.
Sons of bitches. They did
son
it.
of a bitch. I'm in.
Those sons of bitches, yeah. Vinny Vitavici says, "Great job on the Father's Day episodes, guys. Can you tell us more about the wonderful piece of music in the opening?"
Ooh.
Oh, that's an amazing question.
Okay. So, well, if you know from many weeks ago, I re-recorded the DadBod theme,
Yeah, that's from like what, episode 4, 5, something like that. Yeah.
but I recorded that on a Steinway 9-foot grand piano. Well, in discussion, in lieu of the Father's Day, we were talking about what should we do to spice up the music. And so first up was actually taking the DadBod theme and just reharmonizing.
Science, music science.
Science.
It's so good.
And science.
Science.
And for those of you who maybe are new and haven't watched too many of the episodes previously, I am a classical concert pianist, and I compose in my spare time.
An 11 out of 10.
Thank you. I compose in my spare time. So I composed a piece called Prelude to an Afternoon of a Dad, which is basically an orchestral piece based on the chorus of the DadBod Get Off Our Lawn.
Yeah.
I'm actually working on another one that we may be able to show later, but
shit.
it's not complete yet.
Sweet.
Very cool.
It's long, so we probably can only play a snippet of it.
Well, it's an 11. We know it's long.
Yeah, we scientifically determined that it was
Yeah.
long.
Our hypothesis was correct.
The longest penis
Gotcha,
we know.
baby.
Mason, in case we forgot to say it last week, thank you.
Yep,
for that.
thank you, buddy.
Genuinely, that was awesome.
Yeah, it was very cool.
You guys, I think we did it. Are we done? This was a weird episode, and we apologize, everyone. Or we don't. Watch it be like our highest rated thing yet.
Yeah, right.
That'd be awesome.
Well, it's kind of like the chaos. It's just like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Well, the chaos that is displayed in our art is also reflective in our life.
But
Absolutely.
guys, like, I'm feeling a little tipsy after the.
Oh
after
shit!
the
We
thing.
got to get out of here. We got to get put him
Uh,
to bed. So there's one
Sorry,
last thing to say.
Ossifer.
Oh, there's one more thing to say. Is everybody 1, 2, 3? Dad's
Dad's
rise
rise
up. Well, we'll see you guys Monday at 5. Bye.
See ya.